you have any idea how gorgeous you look. With your hair catching the glow of the fire. Well, it's not the only thing that your hair is catching. God, to think something could have happened to you.
Yeah, I just wish we didn't have to go through all that.
You're frightened. The man had a gun.
I was worried about you. When I left, you were fighting with him. It still hurt where he hit you?
No. It only hurts when you get hit with a gun. It's all better now. And Bo's got the book.
Oh. But the guy who's chasing us, he doesn't know that.
That's true. That's why we gotta be careful. So come on, let's get you home. And you feel better. Get some rest.
Okay. Some rest in a nice, long, hot shower.
Folk Tunes of the Emerald Isle. A collection of Irish airs. Yes, so what?
So what is exactly what Poseidon in a minute 21 would like us to think. So what?
Ah, yeah. Carlo's so desperate, he's willing to kill to get this back.
That's right. That's why I want to get that thing to the lab right away. I know there's proof in there that Carlo is Poseidon.
Yeah, come on.
Hi.
Andy? Hey.
You know, Bo, I'm sorry it's late. I really hate to be a pain in the butt about this, but I was wondering if you gave any more thought to my coming back on the force.
Well, yeah, my plate's been pretty full, Andy, but I am keeping an open mind.
Look,
okay?
Bo, you've had every reason in the past to worry about me because of Antonio, but I'm telling you, I just ran into him over at Rhodey's, and it's a dead issue with us, okay? He's not going to affect my judgment as a police officer. Look, if he wants to work for Carlo Hesser and live like an outlaw, that's his choice. It's his call. I made mine. So, can I put my badge back on?
I got your phone call. What's up?
I wanted some company. I don't like dining alone.
Well, I thought you might be with Alex.
Alex is the least of my worries.
Well, did something else happen that I should know about?
No. Tonight, Madame Mayor will be caught completely off guard.
I don't understand.
That woman humiliated me in front of the entire world. Well, thankfully, her ego was so overblown. She's convinced that I've succumbed to her oh-so-obvious charms again. But tonight she's going to learn that nobody betrays me and walks away whole. Two more townies who I'm sure will be seeing some dark days ahead.
If it isn't the cue ball himself.
What are you doing here, Max?
I'm hoping to find you safe and sound. That's what I'm doing here. It's true, Maggie. When you and Marty didn't show up at the police station like both thought you were supposed to, well, we got worried as all heck. You know, I thought you might come here for safety, and when I got here and you weren't here, well, what happened?
I'll explain it to you later. Mother, forgive me for being late. I had a friend who had some serious problems, and I had to help her, but everything is fine. Max, thank you for your concern, but you can leave now.
Fine. Just want to make sure you're copacetic. Goodbye.
Bye.
One moment, Mr. Holden. Maggie, I've been trying to understand how I might help you get through this period of spiritual doubt, so I've been questioning Mr. Holden here, and he's been most helpful.
He has.
He seems to think that you've fallen in love with him.
disturb you, Madam Mayor, but you forgot to sign these federal forms for the food allocation.
What's the deadline?
Tomorrow? Well, actually midnight tonight.
Fine. Well, it's very important that we hurry. I am very busy today.
Please, lady, open the door. I'm dying here.
Give me your forms. Pen? Give a pen. I need these constituents as much as they need me, especially with the DA and the press harping on this ridiculous... It was a complete misunderstanding with my putting the money in the Lantano County. You know you're my chief administrative assistant, Brian. How is it that they could have found out about...
Madam Mayor, we're launching a full-scale in-house investigation into the leak. I'm expecting results any time now.
Lady, can I just set it down here, huh? It's... Oh! Sorry about that.
Incompetence. I am surrounded by incompetence, and who knows what else. You can go. Just go. Go! Right now. Go! I am relocating my home office into my rooms here at the Palace.
Yes, ma'am.
The laptop has not arrived yet, neither has the fax machine, and I thought, why not get a paper shredder, though I really have no immediate use for one.
Well, paper shredders are standard office decor these days.
They certainly are. Now, let's get those federal papers signed.
Sight to warm the heart.
Well, there you are, Thomas. We were just leaving.
They are not. I just popped down to the stockroom and I come up and find two of my good friends leaving.
Well, the truth of it is, Margaret's exhausted.
Yeah, we had a pretty wild adventure today, and I'm really beat.
Well, if I may say so, miss, it looks indeed as if you had a wild adventure.
We were looking for a book of mine, a very important book, and, well, now it's back anyway.
Yes, and... Well, come on inside. And give me the details, man. The details. Was there a cloak and dagger mystery about it? Was there any horrendous crime committed? Forgive me, it's the crime buff in me coming out.
No, that's okay. It's a long story. So long, in fact, that I think I'd rather go home and get out of these clothes and have a shower before I talk about it.
Just so, but, have you noticed how bright the moonlight is tonight? And surely you haven't forgotten the full bright moon when you first met. Now, as for your shower, there's no shortage of hot water in this house, and I have the best remedy in the world for your fatigue. A pot of good strong Irish tea, 2 warm robes, and a cheery Irish fire.
Well, he's right. We would be safe here. But it wouldn't be fair to you, Mr. Keneally. There's someone who's after us who is not as nice a gentleman as you are. And I don't think we should be here.
Well, I'm an innkeeper, and I'm used to dealing with troublesome people. Describe that blackguard to me.
5'11", 165 pounds, dark hair, glasses.
Look, fret not. If he sets foot in the Wild Swan, I will send him off on a wild goose chase. Now, Miss Saybrook is exhausted, and she needs her shower and her room, and I have just the one for you. Just like the one you shared once under the Inishcrag moon. Remember?
Mother Max and I are very good friends, which is why I know he can be very full of himself. It borders on delusional.
Whoa, wait just a minute.
Perhaps Mr. Holden doesn't truly know what's in your heart, Maggie. Perhaps he does. The point is, this is something you both need to discuss.
Pardon me, Mother, but the bishop's calling from Boston.
Oh, thank you, sister. Oh, please excuse me for a moment.
You know something? You are a piece of work. You walk in here and you tell my superior what? We need to get matching federal funds for the citizens of Lambview, and tomorrow we have to start working on repairing my good name that's being ruined. Goodbye.
Carlo, this is for you. Why isn't this thing working? I'm pressing the start button. Plugged in. Do what you're supposed to do. Would you just work?
Hi, Cassie. Yeah, it's you-know-who. Well, I promised I'd keep you informed. There's something else you need to know about the mayor.
Todd, could you forget about Carlo, please?
No. You know, I think I'm going to invite Slick and his little boy toy to your little charity soiree.
You're kidding. Well, Carlo probably won't even talk to us after he sees tomorrow's headline in the Sun anyway. Do you think that maybe we should back off on that? I mean, he did warn us to back off.
No, look, he's a businessman. At least that's what he keeps telling everybody, right? So he must know that news sells papers, and him threatening a big-time publisher, that's news. That sells papers.
But Todd, after everything that he did to you and to Star, don't you think we should take his warnings just a little more seriously?
No. Look, here's his chance to come to the party and prove that all the Sun editorials are wrong about him.
Todd, Don't you... Oh, God.
Hey, guys. You know, you two have been spending an awful lot of time together. Do you mind? You know, I just want to tell your friend that he's invited to a little hoopla, a charity hoopla. And here's the best part, okay? For every guest that comes, I'll give like $1,000 to some poor, little, pathetic, sick kid. What do you say, Carlo, huh? Great publicity. Free booze.
Antonio, what is that terrible smell?
You're right. What did you have for lunch?
That is the odor of death. Todd Manning carries that odor with him wherever he goes.
Oh, I'm scared. I'm shaking. Save your threats, okay? The Grim Reaper is no big deal. I've been dead already, remember? That's an invitation. I gave it to you by hand. And here, I want you to look at this because I really want your blessing.
Todd, please.
Did Hesser use string to program Bannister, publisher for Mary? You mental pauper!
Go.
Please, let's just go back.
You can keep this. I got another copy at home.
Hi.
What, are you like his bodyguard? Are you his nursemaid? Does he make you change his diapers?
Look, please, just take it easy, please, Todd.
Yeah, why don't you listen to your wife?
Have this delivered to Todd Manning, anonymously. I'd be amazed if that androgynous mistake lives to see Christmas. But in the meantime, why not toy with him? And make Alex's fall more exciting.
Double time that down at forensics, okay? They're expecting it.
Yes, sir.
Harrison is still out there pacing, Hank. In the hall, she's waiting for my answer. She's right. You know that. I mean, Antonio Vega is out of her life. He made sure of that.
Yeah? Well, do you buy her story that she's through with Antonio?
Well, maybe she protests a little too much.
Yeah, well, you know, we're so close to honing in on Hesser. And yes, Andy is a good cop, but do you think there's a chance she'll blow Antonio's cover? Because if she does, he's going to end up in a really shallow grave, compliments of Carlo Hesser, and we will end up right back where we started, ground zero.
Well, there are only 3 people that really know that Antonio is working undercover for us. There's you, there's me, there's Nora. And we're going to keep it like that. But if Andy was working back on the force again, I could keep her so busy running around covering all kinds of other cases, she wouldn't even have time to blink. See, I could make sure that she stays away from Antonio.
All right, Bo. It's your call. But you make sure you keep her busy. Real busy.
Yeah. Carson. Welcome back.
Yeah. Miss Gannon.
If you're looking to prove that Mayor Buchanan has stolen city funds, she's in her suite at the Palace Hotel, shredding documents as we speak.
Ah, there you are. Room number 3. You both are very familiar with this one. There. Not even a leprechaun could work magic like this. Well, now that you've found each other again, oh, well. If you need anything else, which I doubt, I'll be downstairs.
Thanks, Thomas.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Kelly. You're always so wonderful to us.
Ah, well, now don't worry. And if that hooligan turns up at any time, I'll give him a good boot and the you-know-what. Good night.
This conference between me and my superior is private business.
I know that.
Oh, yeah, well, you don't act like it. I walk in here hours late and I find you blabbing off at the mouth to her, making things worse for me, Max.
Look, if you could just stop the steam from coming out of your ears for just 1 minute and let me... Look, I did not come over here to blab about us to your superior. That's the last thing in the world I would ever want to do. But no, I have to go looking for it at the library. And what do? I find Patrick and Bo, and they tell me that you run off with Marty, who's got some book that Carlo is ready to kill for. I got worried about you. I'm sorry. I knew you had this appointment. I figured you'd be here, so I came over and...
You don't have to be worried about me, Max, all right? I took care of myself. With God's help and with Marty's help. And the book that Carlo wants is with Bo by now, I'm sure.
Well, what happened? I mean, why didn't you and Marty go to the police station? What happened to the thug that was chasing you?
The point is that we won. We won. You know, being an ex-smoker came in handy, and Marty, being a med student, knew where to smash the guy on the head, and we ran. Oh, you know what? Never mind. Look, all I need to know right now is what exactly did you say to Mother Eileen?
What'd I say?
Yeah.
I bent over backwards, forwards, and sideways to say what a great nun you are. What an incredible difference you've made in the lives of the kids that you teach. The love you give, the care, the... She's got x-ray vision, I swear, because she sees right through to the heart of things, you know?
Yeah, I noticed that.
I did not say a word about us. She read me like a road map. She said that she could see I was in love with you, which you and I both know I am. And you can deny it any way you want or as long as you want, but we both know you're in love with me.
I'm sorry my call took so long.
Mother, we've talked, as you've suggested, and I really think you should go.
Be seeing you.
Now that you've talked to him, let's begin, shall we?
Come on, chew or shred or do whatever you're supposed to do. Finally. Okay.
Alex, open the door. It's Hank Gannon. I'm here with Bo. We have a search warrant.
This isn't gonna look good. Hank, this isn't a very good time. I just got out of the shower and I'm stark naked.
Oh. Unlock the door. Andy, take a peek in there, see how she's dressed.
All right.
That'll be fine, thank you. Oh, for sake. Oh, Alex, destroying evidence? That can make things even harder for you.
It's really not what it looks like, Bo. These are my private files. This is an invasion of my privacy and a violation of my constitutional rights.
Transferring funds, special accounts. Uh-oh! Detective, do your thing.
Mayor Buchanan, you're under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be
Alex, I could not agree with you more. You are elected to serve, not to steal.
Attorneys, you do not have one is present, one is
Hey, whoa. Mayor has her caught red-handed. What are you doing here?
What is the charge and how will you plead, Alex? Gannon, you are just making the biggest blunder of your sorry career.
This is a private room. You guys wait in the hall. No press.
Tell us the charges.
Cookies left in that cookie.
I'm being railroaded. That's what I want you to print.
So, Alex Hester, what pushed you over the edge, huh? Was it giving birth to a stillborn pillow?
That's it. Everybody, out. No press.
What's the charge?
Hank, we want an answer.
Kev, Todd, listen, all of you. No press. Now get out. Out in the hall.
I want them to stay. I want them to know. I want them to be witnesses of this false arrest. You see, I am innocent. The DA has constructed this media circus as a conspiracy against me. But the people of Landview love their mayor. And the people will stand up. And the people will protest. And it will be Hank Gannon and Bo Buchanan who are thrown out of their offices.
So you expect your constituents to rise up?
You think they'll believe you? Look, I'm not going to have this arrest thrown out on a technicality because the press is in here raising hell. Now back off.
There will be a violation of the right to free press.
Hey, I'm going to start violating your rights all the way to the slammer, Manning. Now get out of here, all of you.
Come on, we
Back out. Don't even try it. Get out. Can we get a statement, please? Out.
Fine, but out in the hall. Now, thank you.
Move it out.
Do you have any comment?
You'll live to regret this.
You know, Andy, sometimes I just love my job.
I have to keep telling myself that this is real.
I know. After all those long and lonely months, I thought we'd never be together like this again.
We are. Do you know that the word happy does not even come close to what I'm feeling right now?
Is that right? And that goes double for me. We're here in the Wild Swan ourselves, transported all the way from the old country.
I knew from the moment we walked back in, Mr. Keneally's legend was true. We were meant to be together. Does that sound crazy?
Crazy? No. You're with an Irishman now.
Yes, I am.
And now that this chase is finally over and Bo's got the book, it'll only be a short while before Carlo Hesser is looking at the world through the bars of his cell.
So there's nothing standing in our way?
No, there's not.
Okay, let's start at the beginning. Oh, boy. Let's see, where do I begin? Why don't we sit down here and I'll get the tea Abigail brought us. Sure. But first, about this trouble you had with helping your friend?
My friend Marty.
Are you really all right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that I was able to help her. I know I look a mess, but I'm really fine. Physically. Oh, Mother, I really tried to prepare myself today for this meeting. I even made a list, thank you, and everything. And then, you know, that I'm just really wired, and I don't know where the list is.
Does this look familiar? Mr. Holden found your list, and he brought it here.
Mr. Holden strikes again. I guess he gave you some report on me, huh?
Well, he sang your praises, particularly about your gift with teaching the hearing impaired. He certainly admires you, and he's grateful for your help with his son. However, Max Holden is not the issue here, is he?
No. It's me. I guess this is where you ask me how I feel about him.
I'm afraid so.
I wish I could give you a straight answer, Mother. He's a true friend. It's a royal pain in the backside. He's a great dad. He gets me involved in all those crazy schemes.
Schemes?
Oh, yeah. No, never. That's not the point. See, the point is that being a nun has given me a sense of peace and wholeness and being centered that I have never had in my entire life. So if I love my vocation so much, why am I having such a hard time staying committed to it? Why am I so distracted all the time? I mean, for once in my life, I have found something that gives me satisfaction, and I am going to fail like I always do, big time.
Maggie, try to calm yourself. There's only one solution to the crisis that you're having. Search your heart. I'm sure you know what it is.
These handcuffs are too tight, and I demand to call my lawyer.
Well, we still have phones there at the station, Alex. You can use one.
Officer Harrison, as a woman, you can see that these are hurting my wrists, you see. How can you let him treat me this way?
Yeah, you know, a beau could be really pretty brutal, but if I was you, I'd be quiet before he gets really mean.
Yeah, that's a real job. Boy.
How'd it go with the press, Hank?
Well, I gave them what I could. Then I convinced them to go downstairs and wait. Look, Bo, we've got word the local and national TV boys are setting up out front. Sort of like swarming hornets, waiting for the queen of the hive.
You two planned this whole charade, didn't you? Ever since I fell in love with Asa, you have been malicious and spiteful.
Andy, you gotta warn her, you know? I could get really mean any second now. Hank, you know, we've got to get her out of here. So could you maybe give the press just another little mini press conference?
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll just give them the basic in the interest of justice and fair play. And, you know, it doesn't do anyone any good to speculate at this time, yada, 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 yada.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. That'd give Andy and I enough time to get through the dining room, cross the terrace. We'll put her in a squad car. Okay?
Right, fine. Unless, of course, Your Honor would like to tackle the reporters herself.
Oh, when I get in court and tackle you after I have time to prepare my statement, you're going to wish that you had not woken up this morning.
Well, Alex, I think that time is something that you are going to have plenty of. Let's get her to the dining room.
Let's do it.
All right,
Andy.
grab your stuff. I'm really disappointed you, haven't I?
Maggie, I'm not saying that.
What happened to that confident Maggie who first came to Boston and asked to join the sisters?
She's still here, just a little confused and troubled.
Mother, I have struggled so hard. And I have tried to keep in mind all those talks we've had about commitment to religious life.
Talks where I warned you to examine your sincerity.
And I did. I really did. And my vocation has given me more joy and more satisfaction than anything I've ever had in my life.
I believe you. That's exactly why we won't let you fail.
You what?
After all those talks and prayers, I can't turn you away because of a few stray thoughts. I'd be a lousy superior if I did.
Come again?
It was my mistake sending you back to Landview after you took your final vows. I could see then how troubled you were about your feelings for Mr. Holden, who, incidentally, is very handsome and certainly charming.
Oh, so why wasn't I on my guard then?
Against what? Being a woman? Now you found out final vows don't switch off one's sexuality.
Mother, if coming to Landview was a mistake, then what's the solution?
I'll reassign you. That's clearly the answer.
Call Briggs, will you? Tell him to hold the front page.
I will. Now, how does this sound? Mayor Alex shreds her rep. You like it? I like that.
I'll think about it.
Oh, come on.
I'm gonna go find Alex, try and get a quote.
Blair and Todd, strike again.
Thank you, John. What is this commotion all about? All those video cameras in the lobby?
Sir, I think it has something to do with the mayor. There's press all over the place.
Oh, thank you. Antonio, why don't you join me? I'm not drinking so much. I'm in total control.
Well, you've had some setbacks.
Yes. Here's a toast to Johnny, the son I lost, to Carlo Jr., the son I'll never have, and to you, Antonio, who could be a son, I guess.
I still marvel every day at how beautiful you really are. I thought it when I first saw you. On Inniscrag, when I grabbed you and kissed you and told you we had to pretend to be lovers. I never had to pretend. I knew right there and then that I was yours forever.
I think I knew it too. I was yours. It scared me to death.
Why?
Because I never felt that kind of love before. I was afraid that if I let go, I would just lose myself.
But you're not afraid anymore, right?
No. I guess we're one. We always were.
And we always will be. We're free to let the past behind us and start our own future together.
The mayor of this fair city in handcuffs. Well, sometimes we just get unlucky, Alex.
Carl, oh my God. You're the one who told me to
Hmm?
And then you called them.
What?
You did this to me.
What?
You did this to me!
Alex, unless you want the press to know that you're in here, I think you ought to hold it down.
Yeah, I control that temper, Alex. It's just a momentary humiliation. Nothing you haven't done to others.
Now, let's go. Come on, let's move it up.
My wife in chains. I am going to stay here a moment and just reflect on what happened. You can go, Antonio.
Carlo, you sure you don't need me?
This is joy you're seeing. And remember, you said you wanted in all the way. Well, you could inherit everything a son might, huh?
Alex, take a minute. Come talk to me. Whoa, you guys leaving out the back door.
Give it up, Manny.
Well, what about Carlo Hesser? Where's he fit in all this? Is he the one who gave the anonymous tip?
No comment.
Well, what about you, baby doll? You want to make a statement?
No. Just get out of Barker.
Yes, I want to make a statement. I want to give you the story of the century. You know the man who tried to blow up the Palace Hotel and everyone in it? That was Carlo Hesser. And Carlo Hesser is Poseidon. And I can prove it.
That's where you want to send me? It's just so far.
Oh, but it's a beautiful place to do the Lord's work. Now, I've got some calls to do before last prayers, but we'll talk tomorrow. Maggie, remember, you're a bride of Christ. His love is always with you.
It's just so far.
Look who I found still waiting in the vestibule. Perhaps he lost his way.
I came back because I realized you didn't have a car here.
Maggie has some news. Would you rather I told him?
No, Mother, thank you. I'll tell him.
Oh, man, I am so sorry. I blew it for you big time, didn't I? Oh, man, me and my big mouth. Listen, maybe if I just go tell her, I take it all back. I didn't mean it. Look, Maggie, I'm sorry.
You think they're kicking me out, right?
They're not?
No. No, thanks to you and your big mouth, they are reassigning me to St. Augustine's Academy in the Philippines.
Tell the boss tonight. I mean, I did the best I could. It wasn't all my fault.
Stop your blasted blather. Thornard still has that collection of Irish heirs. Now, if we don't get it back, the boss will have your head and he'll have mine. Now, to get it back, if we have to kill Thornard and Saybrook, so be it.